Hi, assalamualaikum. Okay, so for today's video, I'm gonna talk about my experience, my current struggles and itulah kesusahan dalam calligraphy or hand lettering. While I'm doing that, I'll be doing my drills, my daily drills. Okay, for those yang tak tahu daily drills atau drilling of hand letter tu apa, actually drillings ni just macam repetitions of basic strokes, so like this. So I'll be doing these basic strokes over and over again, my practice drills, just to, you know, get used to it much more better than I was before. So I'll be doing the drillings every day, not necessarily for a few hours, maybe for 30 minutes, that's fine. It's just that kena buat every day. And as you can see, I'm using this Rhodia paper. Rhodia paper is a really good paper for brush pen. Dia tak rosakkan brush pen because dia sangat soft. And on top of that, remember my swatches from Shopee dual brush pen? In this paper, the markers, the end results macam cantik sangat because dia ada gradient. Dia macam ada dua colour tau, macam ada yang pekat dan yang cair. So I do think that investing your money to paper is as important as investing your money towards the brush pen. Okay, because dia memang cantik and result dia. Sorry kalau kamera ni macam shaky sikit sebab dia punya holder ni macam kuat tak stable macam tu. So dia macam gerak-gerak lah kalau meja gerak macam tu. So enough with the paper. Dah cukup cakap pasal the Rhodia paper. So now while doing my drillings, I'm gonna talk about my experience and struggles. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna use Tombow. Nak guna Tombow kali ni. Okay, I'm gonna use Tombow dual brush pens, code 947. So the tip macam ni, panjang, lancip macam tu. I'm gonna use this one, my cheap brush pen yang Shopee, yang jenama Shopee ni. Actually dia not that bad tau, actually quite good. And I'm gonna show you just a glimpse, macam sekejap je, about this brush pen outline stick, because this is not my go-to brush pen lah, sebab kalau perasan tip dia really different. So, and this is one of the struggles that I want to talk about today. So tip ni panjang, yang ni pendek kan, macam kontut pendek. That's why this brush pen boleh dapat really thin upstroke, yang hairline upstroke. This one macam susah sikit nak dapat because dia macam kontut macam tu. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that later. I'm just gonna introduce the pens, the markers that I'm gonna use today. Biru lah. So for pencil touch, I'm gonna use the blue one, sky blue, and I'm gonna include some drilling using Monami Plus Pen 3000. This one also a very good fine tip pen because macam boleh guna untuk fine tip, menulis biasa, dan juga untuk brush pen atau hand letter. So I'm just gonna show you the tip, the difference of the tip. Okay, as I said before, the Shopee one is quite similar to Tombow macam ni, cuma Tombow ni panjang sikit aja, tapi overall dia quite similar. Tombow panjang sangat, macam apa dah. Tapi bila dia panjang, sedap lah nak pegang kan, dia macam lagi stable. Kalau daripada pendek macam ni, dia rasa macam macam normal pen, so tak best. So I'm gonna start my drills right now. Just gonna start off with the cheapest brush markers. Okay, So I just want to rant about, okay, first kan masa awal learning about hand letter ni, the initial part, the initial intention just to get better or prettier notes, because I love colorful notes, I love pretty notes kan. But towards the end, now it's the end, dia macam I just kept learning about brush pen, about hand letter, calligraphy, much more than I supposed to, I guess. Macam I get so deep, so obsessed about it as much as like macam tak patut pun kan, because I don't think this whole thing will help me a lot. Okay, before that I'm gonna show you just quick show about the different type of strokes, because I don't want you to like confuse what did I do, what am I doing. So this is upstroke, this is thick downstroke, this is underturn, this is overturn, okay, and we have our loop. This is descending loop, this is ascending loop, this is compound, and last one 2, 4, 6. Okay, last one is oval. Okay, so this is the drilling that I'm going to use. I'm going to repeat a lot today, but for most part my trouble is, sorry tu cerita anak setara dia memang tak boleh get over from me. Okay, whatever. Okay, so for most part I'm going to just repeat all of this, but my struggle is because of thin upstroke, because thin upstroke ni macam susah nak buat. Bukan susah, dia boleh nak buat, tapi untuk dapat really thin macam hairline punya upstroke macam susah, and that is my first struggle. I'm so sad. Okay, so I'm just continue. So drilling is I'm doing repetition out of 8 basic strokes ni. Okay, all of them. Okay, so as I said before, my initial part is just to learn untuk buat nota cantik-cantik, but now I just so in love with this, so like macam obsessed, kinda obsessed, and macam asyik nak belajar pasal dia je, and I neglect my study. Tak apa. Okay, so that is my intention lah. Tapi for now dah sampai buat YouTube video dah pun kan. So that's just how much I love calligraphy. Okay, kenapa? Why? Because you know our life is like full of problem. Macam everyday akan ada benda yang good, benda yang bad kan. But while doing this, even macam my daily drilling pun, I just macam lupa benda-benda yang happen in my life tau. Macam like really calming. At one point macam I really found macam boleh lost my mind. Macam bukan lost my mind, macam yelah buat macam oh tak sedar-sedar sekarang dah macam sejam buat benda ni, macam seronok. Rasa macam seronoknya. And on top of that, macam ada tambah skill. Actually I really love macam adding skills in my life. Macam contohnya, I don't know, macam main game kan, kalau kita main game yang RPG, MMORPG tu kan, like macam kita akan tambah skill apa semua. So there's a few skill yang for most part macam disebabkan atau menggunakan my hand, like my hand. Crocheting, knitting, even this one hand letter kan, like all of them is like macam perlukan skills from using your hand. Another thing, I'm quite dexterous person, so that's why I'm learning about this. And that is the initial part lah, and I don't actually regret getting myself into hand letter, even though rasa macam dah over gila sekarang. Macam overnya kan, asyik-asyik nak buat benda ni, pasal post. Okay, Wah, this is underturn sebab under kan bawah, this is overturn. So I'm just repeat this one and then I continue doing my compound. So like compound ni macam gabungan under over, something like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the compound. Kalau guna pentel ni, dia macam really senang tau nak dapat tint tau, sebab dia just hard kan, dia punya tip tu. Okay, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna use Monami pula. So, oh dah 10 minit. So now I'm gonna talk about my struggle. So my struggle is, bukan my lah, macam most beginner struggle dia akan berkisar pada duit lah. Because I kept buying more and more and more and more and more brush pen. Okay, so itulah asyik nak beli kan brush pen baru. Nak rasa macam kalau tengok review dekat internet tu, dekat YouTube, rasa macam oh nak beli jugalah brush pen ni. Nak rasa kan dia punya best dia. But actually now I realise that actually having just a few brush pen yang ada range colour yang banyak is better than having few brush pen but dia punya range colour is similar. Macam contohnya, what I did was, I have Sakura Koi, I have Pentel, I have Crayolas, I have obviously Tombow, and outline sticks. So I have this, oh, and the Shopee one 246. Oh, and banyaknya. Okay, this one I like that. I think I forgot some, but oh okay, this one. So all of them is like brush pens, but the range of color I chose is quite similar because I really like this range of color, because I just want to experience which one of them yang I really like. So for now my choice is Shopee sebab dia murah gila, Pentel, Tombow, but this one is so expensive. I hate it. Okay, actually I'm just gonna do another video on this, so please watch. Okay, continue with the drawings. So my struggles as a beginner is to find the best brush pen for me, and I kept buying because I just want to have a good practice or a good look of the brush pen that exists in this world. And because of that I keep buying, and I buy a lot, and I'm not using all of them obviously, but I will do videos on this. So I think it's not a waste of money, but untuk beginners yang kat luar sana yang memang actually takkan buat YouTube video ke or macam kedai buku, you don't need to buy a lot. You just buy for example outline sticks kan, dia ada set dia 20, and it's really cheap tau outline sticks ni as compared to other brush pen. And Pentel Touch, dua ni I think and Shopee. So 3 ni kalau macam beginners and rasa macam tak nak membazir duit, these 3 is macam benda yang essential lah untuk cuba. This one dalam murah, banyak colour, and cantik pula kan. So the first struggle is the brush pens. The second struggle is, oh, I'm using Crayola. Crayola is not a brush pen, but you can use it for that purpose, and it's cute. My struggle, the second struggle that I have is my upstroke. This is my biggest struggle lah. I think macam upstroke for me yang ideal is bila dia betul-betul thin, like macam hairline yang memang macam almost nipis sangat-sangat. For me that is upstroke kan, macam like this one. This one pun tak actually macam meet my expectation on myself. This one okay. So I really like upstroke yang macam this one. But the problem is I will get really shaky bila my upstroke is really thin. Macam really thin tau. Dia akan get shaky. Tapi bila upstroke tu macam tak berapa thin, dia okay, tak berapa shaky. But macam tak puas hati bila dia tak nipis. Itulah problem dia. And I get super frustrated and super mad at myself for not meeting my own expectation on myself. That's why bila dah frust guna brush pen yang traditional, I'm gonna back to my pentel touch. Sebab dia boleh bagi this hairline punya appearance, and it's so pretty. I love it. Yeah. Okay, dia boleh bagi that hairline punya end result. That's why I really love it. And also Shopee ni pun quite good untuk dapat hairline punya upstroke. But the thing I nak cakap in this video is actually don't put yourself down. Don't put yourself apa yang nak cakap, macam like jangan rasa teruk if you cannot get what you expect on yourself, because this is a learning experience. This is a learning stage. It's not that kita ni macam pro ke apa ke macam tu. So keep learning, keep doing drillings every day. So it's not just apply to highlighter tau, dia macam apply to every day. Kalau kita rasa frust for not meeting expectation, and the expectation is not orang lain punya pun, it's expectation yang kita letak pada diri kita kan. So I think it's macam frustrating bila so tak dapat je buat. But keep doing it, keep learning, keep practicing. Sometimes bila dah rasa stuck sangat, stop for a while and macam take a breather. And this applies to anything in life, anything at all. So I just keep doing drillings until I can get that thin upstroke that I like, that I love. But somehow until now I'm stuck. So right now while I'm doing this video, because I felt so frustrated on myself, and this video is just for me, telling me that it's fine. So kenapa frust sangat? Oh, yang I want to talk about the outline stick kan. The outline stick is not as thin as other traditional brush markers. So macam like this one is Tombow. As you can see, the line is so comel because it's thin, and this line pun so comel, it's thin. But bila outline stick ni, dia nampak tu, dia thick tau. Dia tak macam, dia susah untuk dapat really thin upstroke tu. Susah sangat. Tu. So dia tak sama. That's why lah macam stress juga lah. And it's not even frayed pun. Dia bukan frayed. Dia memang tak ada ability for ada upstroke yang nipis. Tu kenapa outline stick ni macam not my go-to brush pens. And bila nak cuba dapat that thin tu, dia akan hilang. Sebab I tak stable lagi lah kan guna this one. But it's practically macam impossible to get this thin upstroke. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about is right now is understanding your markers. Understanding your markers is also important as understanding the letters that you can make by using the markers. So maksudnya kena understand yang, kalau tengok kat sini kan, tengok kat sini, the tip is so different. The tip is not the same at all kan. So understanding that the tip is different, also understanding yang the finish tu takkan sama. Finish tu akan berbeza, dan kita tak akan rasa down bila finish tu tak sama macam kita punya expectation. For this one kan, even Crayola pun sometimes susah juga nak dapat upstroke yang nipis, but sometimes senang juga macam ni, this one kan. So for me yang susah sangat nak dapat upstroke nipis is this one, the outline sticks. Yang lain okay je, macam tak adalah teruk sangat, but tak adalah bagus sangat. Ni outline Supreme pun susah. For me, I think outline kena improve sikit kot. Outline sticks dengan outline Supreme sama je. I will make another video on that. I will make another video on the comparison the comparison of the brush pens. No, sama sangat. I tahulah kenapa diorang nak buat completely two different line, because the tip is similar. I'm gonna talk about this brush markers in my next video, and these babies also in my next video. Practically I'm gonna just do some review and swatches for all of my brush markers. I'm gonna show you which one of them that I like, that I love, and yeah, I'll do it in another video, not this one, because it's already long enough. Okay, so my first struggle is buying a lot of brush pens, and the second one is for not having hairline upstroke. Dan sepatutnya tak perlu pun rasa down kalau tak dapat hairline upstroke tu, because everyone kan, they go through a stage in life. For now, I'm just gonna tell myself that it's okay for not meeting my own expectation on myself, because I'm gonna improve. That's what I'm gonna tell myself right now. And for you out there yang sama beginner juga like me, yang juga meet your dead end kinda dead end, it's okay juga. We can get better by practicing, and don't beat yourself. I think that's all for today. I'm just gonna continue my drillings while having breakdown. It's okay. So for beginner yang nak get better in hand letter, jangan lupa everyday kena drills, kena buat this basic lettering yang ada 8 ni over and over again. Okay, that's all for today. Assalamualaikum. Bye bye, jumpa in the next video.